ChatGPT operator. It can control your computer, it can apply for jobs, it can search for flights, and it is not there yet. However, a glimmer of the future is there, and I would strongly recommend to you to go to YouTube and check out someone like, about the corner office. Here, he got it working really, really well in very specific use cases. So where he was able to use it is Facebook Marketplace, finding specific products and then negotiating with the person to try to get a deal which suited him. And it would appear that that works. But after paying for it myself, the full $200 US, and playing around with it, this is a summary of what it is and what it isn't right now. Now, I want to caveat everything that I say by saying this is the future. And one of two things is going to be true. Either we're going to have things taking over our screens, over our computers, and doing the work for us, applying logic, and I'll talk about that in a second. Or, and these might not be mutually exclusive, we're going to find new ways of stopping bots, of stopping AI from accessing Google, our applications, whatever it is. And that is really what I ran into in this test. And I'm going to take you into just a couple of things I was trying to do as a test. So I started really simple. And what I was doing was asking it to scrape every golf course information in Quintana Roo, which is part of Cancun and that sort of area in Mexico. So let me show you. I can take control. You can see that together, the AI and I were able to set up this new sheet, and what I wanted it to do was to populate this. And what it did was a whole heap of different logic. It came up with that search. It found in Google Maps all of this, but it kept running into issues. And I wouldn't say that it was doing it in all a very logical way. So let's try to do something live now. What did you do? Nothing. Resume operator. So let's go in and give it an instruction. So the instruction I've written is go back to Google Maps listing, copy the website URL and contact information from there. If it isn't listed, then skip it for now. Write into the Google Sheet and then move to the next task. I will point out one thing about giving instructions. Correct English grammar is useful. And here I've failed. Here I've said, if it isn't listed, as if it should know that this is a flow on from the sentence before. And to be fair, it probably will, but we don't want to take that chance. So instead we're going to go back and we're going to adjust this. If the golf course details we want aren't listed, then skip them for now. Write the information you do have into the Google Sheet and then move on. So you can see in the background at the moment, this was trying to access the website. Now it's going to listen to my latest instructions. And it's going to take a little bit of thinking to do that. And while it's thinking, and I will come back to it, I will tell you a little bit about what I ran into. Firstly, I was trying to go to Upwork, and I'll show you that one in a second. But they have got a way of stopping bots. They can tell that this is a computer operating my screen, and they just time you out. And I reckon when we go back to this, you're going to find that Google's doing pretty much the same thing. So, what is it not right now? Well, we're going to see in a second, but it really isn't a replacement for someone doing this for you. And the frustration that I felt while trying to do it, well, that largely undermined what I was trying to achieve. What did I tell you? Something has gone wrong. So you can see it's gone in there and it started that process, and then it's got timed out again. And now we're starting it again, and you'll get to see in real time it attempting to scroll to top. Who knows why it's having trouble with that? I guess because this screen is a frame, so it doesn't know if you're here, here, or here. And the AI is having to try all the wrong things in order to find the right thing. And therein, it's pausing, it's throwing an error. I'm going to save you from waiting in silence. Oh, no, there it is. So now, nope, it tried to follow my order, it tried to go back to Sheets, but for some reason it's gone to a search for Google Sheets, not the Google Sheet we have open. No, go to the tab we have open in Google Sheets called Golf Courses and add the data. Let's see if anything can happen from it. While that's happening, we'll go to something we were trying to have concurrently working, which is this was me asking it to go to Upwork and search for jobs relating to Google Ads. And I wanted it to open each of the tabs and then read that page and work out if this is a relevant job for us to apply for. And look at that, it's actually doing it as we speak. This looks great. Let's put it into full view so we can see it do it. What I told it to do in this instruction is once it's found 3, just stop so that I can review them. Oh, look at that. Hang on, it actually did do something. Here are 3 job ads I've shortlisted and left open in the separate tabs for you to review. A player Google as well. I don't know, I'm not going to try to read that. Let's just take control and see, based on what I told it, if this is legitimately something that would be good for us to apply for. So it is good that they've spent $87,000. Whoops. We only keep A players, 1 rock star at 3 times market pay, beats 3 average freelancers every time. Pretty good sign. Not sure about paying $16. That's roughly 10 times, 12 times below our rate, but you know, it's something. So I would say that, I don't know, this has probably done the job. You see, that's what it is. I told it to find anything that was in a $50 range. Now, we don't really operate in that range, but I figured that someone that was willing to pay $50 would be interested in how much faster and how much better true experts were. And they might want to hear from us. So let's have a look at this one. Google Shopping Feed Specialist. No. So it's failed. That has nothing to do with Google Ads. It hasn't filtered that out. And this one here, this project is a subscription SaaS that helps blah, 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 blah. You'll need a week 1 audit, big query. Oh, God, it's fidgety because I'm using an iframe here. Okay, how much did they want to pay? $15 to $50. Yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired. So, what do we take from all of this? And if I was you, would I recommend you do this? If you've got money to burn, time on your hands, and plenty of patience, then yeah, $200 a month and just play with it. There are so many use cases that we have not found. I would start by doing some research in plain old $20 a month ChatGPT and watch YouTube constantly. As a community, we're going to find what these hacks are, and the first ones to use it are going to be the ones that take advantage of it. That said, I've got 1,000 things to do. Spending time getting frustrated over and over again is not worth it. If you're a business owner and you want to know how this can benefit you, get one of your cheaper underlings to do that. Get them to spend their time on it. It'll be fun for them. If you're someone that is looking to create a new business and wants to be on the forefront, then this is 100% for you. It will only iterate and get better and better and better. So, what are your thoughts? Would you like to see more? I've got another 30 days of subscription and I am happy to run more tests. Adios, guys. Have a fantastic day.